Hey guys, Mike Young with Noble Warriors here. Listen, it's a snow day, but I've been at the office all day just kind of hanging out, working on some things specifically related to conference season and primarily our upcoming conference. We call the Fredericksburg Conference, actually in North Stafford at the Mount off of Route 610, Garrisonville Road area. And I want to just tell you about a couple of things. Number one, the workshops. Guys always are curious about the workshops, and we've got those listed on the websites now. But I wanted to just run through these. I think it'll be a fun thing to share with you. So here goes the workshops in alphabetical order by title. Going to give you just a smidgen of information about these. So Nate Larkin, one of our keynotes, is going to do one called Beyond Accountability to Accessibility, talking about how important it is for men to be accessible. A lot of guys say they want to be held accountable, but what they really need is somebody they can call anytime they need to and develop a relationship with someone so when things get hot, they can call. Bigfoot discipleship, I'll be doing that one. Love this idea of helping the guys in the local church who lead men, that might be you, who try to disciple men. How do you reach those guys who are on the edges, who kind of hide in your local church? We'll talk about that. Heath Hunter with Every Man a Warrior is going to be doing one called Build Men Like a Master Craftsman. Every Man a Warrior is a fantastic men's discipleship tool. Going to talk with you about how do you build men? How do you truly disciple men? Dan Hennigan coming in with C12 Business Forums is going to talk about how do you take what you hear on Sunday, what you live as a godly man, what you learn as a godly man, how do you take that into your workplace as a business owner, as a manager, as a leader in the workplace? You got to take your faith into the workplace, guys. Dating, waiting, and mating. Ken Bevel, one of our other keynotes, is going to do this one, talking with especially young men and dads and so forth about how do you navigate this hard world of dating and what relationships look like today. So he's going to talk about that. Then I've got D. Ray Davis. Man, I've enjoyed getting to know D. Ray. His wife died of cancer several years ago, and he journaled and wrote and has written blogs about his journey of grieving and what a gift his experience has been to many men. So this is one of those workshops that probably only a handful of guys are going to respond to this, but it's going to be something that resonates with your soul. How do you grieve the loss of a loved one? Husbands, lead her with grace. Andy Redford with Christian Counseling Training Center is going to be here to talk about what it looks like to be a husband who loves and leads with grace. You know, Jesus exemplified grace for us, and we want to love our wives as Jesus loved the church, so he's going to work with that. Got a pastor, Jamie McClanahan, coming in from Wayne Hills Baptist Church in Waynesboro. Jamie has become a good friend. He's going to talk about what it looks like to build a band of brothers for the battle of life. So what does it look like to have some other men who are on your inside, not just on the outside, but who know you, know where you're vulnerable, and can help you navigate life? Prison ministry. We got Michael Vanderhorst coming in from Prison Fellowship to talk about what it looks like to get involved in prison ministry. He's going to tell his story and he's going to invite you guys to consider what it looks like to do ministry that Jesus and Paul reminded us that we should be doing, is reaching out to those who are incarcerated. One man can save a life. My goodness, this is really cool. We've got Greg Mayo, who participated in 2 abortions as a young man, coming in to talk about that experience. It's going to be a blessing to some guys who have been close to the abortion experience with an unplanned or unwanted pregnancy. He's going to speak to that, how one man can save a life. And then Real Life with the Brady Bunch. I love this. A friend by the name of Sergio Wooten, who leads a counseling center there in the area, is going to come in and talk about being a man in a blended family. How do you love stepchildren? How do you care for your own children? How do you interact with exes and so forth? And so, man, he's going to be helpful with that. The Real Life Brady Bunch. Stewarding Wounded Hearts. David Wernley is going to come in and talk about how do we help other guys who are challenged with some trauma in their lives, and how do we navigate that? How do we engage guys? And listen, for a lot of us, there is trauma in our lives from somewhere, and so it's going to help you to understand yourself better as well. Then this one's really fun. We've got Al Dayhoff coming in to talk about a book and a project he's been working on for several years. He asked people about what their tattoos mean and leverages that as a way to introduce the gospel. So title is Tattoos, Telling the Secrets of the Soul. You're going to love it. Then Greg Beecham coming in from Powhatan, Virginia. He is a member of the board of directors for Noble Warriors. but he's going to be doing a workshop called The DNA of a Biblical Father. So what does it look like to be a biological father, but also a spiritual father? We need to understand that better. Good friend Paul Chipman coming in to talk about your thought life. And guys, we do get wrapped around the axle with how we think about things. So his title is Thought Management 101, The Filthy Five. And man, Paul wants to walk with you, help you understand how your thinking gets you in trouble, wants to help you get away from some stinking thinking. Steve Perez is with Christian Businessmen's Connection. He's going to talk about personal stewardship. His title is Your Financial Home. Are you building with straw and sticks, or are you building with bricks? So are you thinking about the future and building a house that's going to last, a financial future? So great workshop lineup. Guys, the keynotes are off the chain. Ken Bevel is a retired Marine officer, but he was an actor in Courageous and Fireproof and then The Forge. Now he's a pastor at Sherwood Baptist Church. But guys, he's going to rock it as a keynote speaker. As a matter of fact, we just did a podcast with him. I hope you'll check that out. Nate Larkin wrote a book called Samson and the Pirate Monks. Man, he's going to tell you his story of failing as a pastor, of going into moral failure with pornography and adultery. He's going to tell you that story and invite you to get some tools to help you deal with your own struggles, temptations. And listen, guys, we've all got those. It's not like there's no one out there who doesn't deal with temptations and struggles and hang-ups. And so Nate is just fantastic with that. His podcast is going live at midnight tonight. So you're going to want to check all of this out, and you're going to want to join us February 22nd at the Mount Church in North Stafford. Details are on the website, noblewarriors.org. Look under events, hit the Fredericksburg conference, pull that up, bring some guys from your church. Men, there's still time for you to log in and even get a group code. Listen, don't tell anybody, but we're going to leave this group early bird pricing in place until Monday of next week. So you can still get the best pricing for registration for this conference until, let me see, what is that? I don't even know where the calendar is. That Monday is going to be February the 17th, I think, is when we'll finally turn that off. So go ahead, get your guys together. I know what happens. Man, it's hard to see that you're clear to come and participate in something like this, but you can probably begin to see that now. So make a commitment. Come join us. Be part of the Noble Warriors Men's Conference, Saturday, February 22nd, the Mount Church, North Stafford. We look forward to seeing you there. God bless you, men. I'm excited to see you. Bye-bye.